Good morning guys, welcome back to another video. Oh, that is actually very, very hot. Today we are doing something very exciting, as we have said, something we are looking forward to. You're not going to see this video the day it was filmed. We've got a few things that we need to finalise first before posting, but we are very, very excited. We are heading to what would be maybe the real Manila, the old Manila. We're going to see a bit of the history of Manila. We're heading to Intramuros and we're going to see a few museums along the way. If we have time, we might even get to see the old Chinatown. It's a full tour today and we are very, very excited to be doing this.
The tour is in collaboration with CVMNX Experiences. We're really looking forward to it because it's something that you wouldn't expect to come to Manila, aka, you know, a big city, and find so much history.
No,
so
it's amazing, yeah.
It's completely different to what we ever would have expected to do here, isn't it?
Yeah, and you get to get a sense of what Manila was like maybe, I don't know, a long, long time ago, which is
I think it's
really
to do
cool.
with the Spanish colonization. So that means we're going to see completely different architect, completely different buildings. I just think we're going to learn so much today.
Yeah, definitely. And again, CVMNX Travel. Make sure you check them out. The link is in the description. They do lots of tours throughout Manila and the rest of the Philippines, and we're very excited to be working with them. But this hair needs sorting out, this coffee needs drinking, I need to get ready.
We're not sure exactly what to expect of the tour today, so we'll be bringing you guys along with us, so as we learn, so will you. We need to pop down and get some snacks really quickly, and then we're going to get picked up. And we have made it to Intramuros. The van picked us up from outside our hotel in Makati, or apartment in Makati. I'm currently standing in Casa Manila. Look at the cobbles. It's unreal. So basically it translates to Spanish Manila, and Intramuros translates to the city of walls. We're just going to have a look through Casa Manila now. I love this though. I can't believe that this is in the middle of Manila. It's madness.
And this place is crazy. It's like a blast from the past. It literally looks like an old castle. But this is where we're going to get the BAMBIKES and we're going to ride them all around Intramuros. Filming could be a little bit of a situation right now. A couple of guards have come up to us and they've asked us if we have a permit for the camera. So I'm going to see what I can do and film as much as I can. If not, we're going to have to film on the phone. We are just getting to sign up now. Molly is filling in the form, and then I think we get to pick our BAMBIKE and get going. I think I'm going to take the mic off this and probably the gorilla pod, so I look a little bit more discreet, a little bit more like a tourist, and I'm not actually filming for anything. So we're picking the bike now. What one are you going for?
I'm going for this one. I want the big basket on it.
Oh yeah, we get a nice big basket on the front of the bike.
Thank you
can
very
try
much.
this one out around, and then we can...
Go on Molly, have a go. Can you still ride a bike?
I don't know.
So I have got my bike. We are ready to explore. I don't know how much we're going to be able to film because, again, they have said I've taken the gorilla pod off, but Molly has had a little practice. She's managed to ride it. We've actually bumped into a subscriber here, which is pretty cool. But I think this is about 2.5 hours cycling around Intramuros. We're going to stop off. We've got our tour guide now, so he's going to show us all the famous spots. And we've got really lucky today. The sun is shining. So much for rainy season now. I haven't got any sun cream on though, so I think we're both going to burn a lot today. But how nice is this? All the little tunnels and that. It's literally like a little castle. I don't even want to leave this bit yet, and we haven't even started the tour.
May I know who are not comfortable in biking around the streets with vehicles and pedestrians?
Molly.
All good? All good? Yeah.
I'm not a great bike rider, I can't lie.
First, I'll give you some brief introduction about Intramuros. Is this your first time here today?
Yep.
This place, the Plaza San Luis, was only built in 1981.
And we are off. You can see already the walls are everywhere. The architecture here is crazy. It's literally like a blast from the past. I think they're saying it started around the 1500s when the Spanish colonized and stayed here for almost 300 years. The first stop on the tour was here, next to this cannon. It was actually put here in 1940s after the bombing of this area, and it was put as an anti-aircraft cannon, and it is apparently still loaded today. And funnily enough, it is actually now pointed at the US Embassy, but the US Embassy was put there afterwards. It isn't being purposely aimed at the embassy.
So Intramuros is the second most devastated city in the whole world, okay, after Poland. And you can see here that the bullet holes still remain after World War II.
And obviously where the bullet holes are, this is actually the original wall. Parts of it has actually been reconstructed because obviously because of the bombings it needed to be rebuilt, and quite a lot of it was built in the 1980s.
So when you translate it, Puerta means gate and Real means royalty. So this is the only gate solely dedicated for royal Spanish family during the Spanish occupation here in the Philippines.
So we're just inside the Intramuros at the moment, and you've got the royal gate over there, and behind me is the Extramuros, so it basically means the outside wall. It's really interesting to go up onto that wall because you can actually see the contrast between obviously the ancient ruins, I suppose you could say, of Intramuros, and then the modern city that Manila has now become.
You can really see why CVMNX experiences cater the experience like to the highest level. Like getting the BAM bikes is so much better than walking around. You can see people that have had to walk around or drive around in a car. And if you drive around in a car, you don't get to experience it properly. And if you walk around, it's going to take you all day and you're not going to be able to do the other experiences that we're going to show you later. But we're now at the Asian, it's like the Asian garden, Asian garden. And this is where all of the founding Asian countries created it. And the wall here was actually built, this one behind me, was actually built by the Chinese, and it is built similarly to the Great Wall of China, but they also now have the Extramuros that was built, and it has cannons facing to where Chinatown is today. So it was built by the Chinese, but the relationship between the Chinese and the Filipinos at that time and the Spanish that colonized it wasn't the best.
Of Immaculate Conception. It's a long name actually. And that is the 8th version of the church.
And the next stop you're going to take is here in the Plaza Roma, which again, it looks like it could be any European city. It's crazy. Obviously you've got that Spanish colonialism going on, but it could be Italy, it could be France, and you've also got Manila Cathedral, which is the first cathedral in Manila, I might be wrong, or first church in Manila with air conditioning, which is pretty cool. And when the Pope came here in 2012, there were 2 million people. I didn't know these facts, but it's from the tour guide.
Can't believe how much history is within Manila. I can't believe how many of these walls there are. They were once all connected. We're at Fort Santiago, which was actually built in 1571, so it is extremely old.
The architecture here is ridiculous. It is like the most beautiful part of Manila, and it's the part of Manila not everyone gets to see. Like, I highly recommend coming here and seeing it. It's so different to like the hustle and bustle of BGC and Makati. We're now on top of Fort Santiago, and right behind us is the Pasay River, the delta part of it, where it's just coming off Manila Bay, and the views up here are ridiculous, and you can see why this was like the last line of defense, because you would be up here and you could see off out of Intramuros and you could see the surrounding cities, but the river looks really good, doesn't it? They said that it is meant to be the dirtiest river in Manila.
But it doesn't really look it. I think they've cleaned this up as well.
A lot. Like, there used to be apparently a really strong smell coming from it. I can't smell anything. But yeah, just look at these views walking through it all. It is beautiful.
And we are back from the BAMBIKE tour. We are absolutely exhaustedly sweating.
It's so hot today. It's like, apparently it's like been the first day that has been blue skies like this
I'm
for
really
a while.
surprised because we had rain yesterday and now we've got beautiful sunshine, so it's a perfect day to ride
lucky.
through.
The BAMBIKEs are incredible. The experience we're on today, they've thought about things so well, like I've already explained in the vlog. Like, the bikes, so much better than walking, so much better than driving. And Intramuros, oh my god, it is beautiful. It's the most beautiful part of Manila. You can't believe this is in Manila, like old Manila.
I'm so shocked that there is something like this in the middle of the big city, and I just think more people need to come and see it because
there's so much history.
It's so much history.
We're not the best with facts, obviously, but come here, there is so much to learn. We couldn't tell you everything. It's also beautiful, but it's also sad things, like, you know, the sad past of Manila.
The big
There's been a lot of wars here, there's been a lot of invasions, there's a lot of graves, so there's so much to learn. But after all that, like I've said, the experience, everything has been thought of, and we are now off to the world's oldest Chinatown.
So excited.
To have some lunch, so we'll see you there. And we are now in the oldest Chinatown in the world, and one of the largest, I believe. It is huge. It's not like your conventional Chinatowns where it's only just like one street. It's literally road on road, and we're gonna head round the corner in a minute to the main, like, Instagrammable spot. We're actually gonna grab lunch ourselves today.
So we just had the dumplings, which were really nice. I've never actually tried them before. They're steamed dumplings. They were very nice. We've just come into a little restaurant now, which is known in the Filipino language as Toro Toro. I think I'm pronouncing that right. And it basically just means that you point at what you would like to eat. So you point at the things. So you don't really ask for what you want to eat. You just point. I'm that hot that I'm just having a look around, and all I'm looking at is this lovely lemon juice.
Everything in this Chinese restaurant is all vegetarian. I'm not completely sure what I've gone to. I've gone for the spaghetti with the spaghetti sauce. I think this is like a parsnip type thing that is fried. I might be wrong. And then I'm not even sure what this is. But we're going to tuck into this, and then we're going to actually go to the National Museum.
And we are back. What a day. It was absolutely amazing. I've actually caught some sun, so thank God we had amazing weather today for our Intramuros tour. We can't thank CVMNX enough for this experience. I think, honestly, from my point of view, if you forget Matt for a second, wherever he is, from my point of view, like, I couldn't believe that there was something like that in Manila. When you think of Manila, you just think of a big city. I couldn't believe that there were still the ancient ruins of the walls, and that it is the city of walls. But as you can hear, he's rustling something super exciting.
Oh, let me get in the camera. My opinion doesn't matter, apparently. But yeah, amazing day. CVMNX travel is great, and you're going to see that X on a lot of travel ideas throughout the Philippines. I think it's going to go far. It's going to be big, and they also work with Mango tours, which are really good. They pick you up, drop you off at your apartment, and we even got some like snacks from Chinatown to try later. We've got some with like ube and everything like that. But I'm going off subject here. Yeah, amazing. Loves Chinatown.
Just to point out as well, if you do see any tours online that have that X, that means that it is going to be your experience with CVMNX.
And they go the extra mile.
They really do.
I'm not just saying that, like, I've done other tours before, they do definitely go the extra mile. Amazing day.
We're sunburned, we're tired.
Tired. Gonna wrap this video up. Not sure when it's gonna post, so you're seeing it now, but this might be in like 3 weeks' time. It might even be in a week's time. We've got some things to finalise, and then we'll let you know on Instagram when it's gonna go up. But yeah, if you're new to the channel and you're like, don't mind me waffling now and then, hit that subscribe, drop us a like.
And keep on dabbling.